Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another part of the Pokemon Leaf Green playthrough. And I have a special guest with me here today, and who might that be?
That would be Norpagus from Norpagus Games.
And,
Hello, everybody.
And if you follow this channel, you probably know that I helped Norpagus with doing a commentary over Dragon Ball Z something, one of the filthy Game Boy games.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Only thing that matters is that it wasn't one of the good games, aka the Budokai series.
Oh yeah, they're the good ones. Definitely the good one.
I was so tempted to, and I'm just like, no, it'd just take too long because there's so many goddamn spinners in this place.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. And because I'm OCD, I absolutely, positively have to fight every single trainer in this place. Because...
That's a good, good mentality.
Yeah,
get plenty of XP.
I'm pretty sure if you beat the gym leader, then you can no longer challenge any of the trainers.
No, you can't. That's true.
Really annoying.
That's a good point. Rah! Super OCD man attack.
But yeah, in that little alcove up there in the left-hand corner, in the original red, blue, and yellow versions, I believe there was an item up there. I think it was a TM as well. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, there was. I've been playing the red on my Game Boy just recently, and there is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's sweet. But yeah, I wonder who the gym leader could be. Ooh, I have no idea.
Never played this game before. Complete lie.
He said, lying out his ass as hard as he could.
Good thing you have a Dragonair.
Yeah, I'm just going through and just raping everything. And I swear to God, that's the only time that it hasn't used its shed skin ability. Which, for those of you who don't know, when you catch a Pokemon, it will have a special ability that it can use sometimes.
Yep.
And the Dragonair has Shed Skin, which when it gets hit with a status effect, and obvious jump cut is obvious, he sheds his skin and it cures any status ailment like paralyze or poison.
Which is incredibly gym.
Yeah.
Or in most gyms, really.
Yeah. And, oh my god, I never saw this coming. Giovanni's the leader? Legasp.
It's the Mafia.
And they're being taken down by a 10-year-old boy. Interesting.
Great storyline. Completely safe.
Makes perfect sense. So yeah, just rape everything with Surf.
It's the whole point of having Surf.
Yeah. It's one of the best water-type moves, and it's a HM too, so...
It's like the only HM that I don't have.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give it to a non-slave.
Yeah, I'm fine with giving Strength because it's a good physical attack. And Fly, it's just...
Yeah.
It comes in handy, really. That's all I can really say. And, oh no, I didn't. Oh god damn it!
No.
If this was the first gen, I'd be destroyed, but luckily this isn't the original versions, and I survived.
Earthquake is not OP. Yeah.
When you
get a high magnitude, and you get a high magnitude though, it's still really OP.
Yeah. There was a time earlier on in the game when I was just going around grinding, and I ran into a trainer who had like a Geodude or something that knew Magnitude. Magnitude 9 first time up. Oh, for fuck's sake, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's just, and then sometimes, and when you get the move on a Pokemon, you get like those times where you get Magnitude like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's like supposed to be like 1 in every 100 things that you get that, but you get it twice in a row.
Yeah, because you know the AI is a cheating whore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's incredibly pathetic. Like he was the last two battles, and everyone in Team Rocket was.
Yeah, I don't know how they even work with a criminal organization.
Yeah. Safeguard as a move like when your opponent uses it, it's incredibly powerful and infuriating. When you use it, it's just
Yeah.
not helpful.
There's so many moves like that in the game.
Yeah. Well, that's the first Pokemon we ever saw that that hit level 50, and it went down just as easily as all the others did. Because Giovanni is pathetic.
Pretty much. Most pathetic gym leader slash evil organization leader ever.
Yeah.
I reckon, who are those two characters from the original series that are Jesse and James' rivals? What are they?
I can't remember their name.
Butch and Cassidy.
That's it.
Cassidy.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure. They're probably more powerful than Giovanni.
Probably.
They could run the whole show if they wanted to.
Dude, in the new Black and White series, that Jesse and James are badass. They've actually started being, competent,
Yeah.
fairly evil.
Weird. I
Send
always
me
thought
for a loop.
the best evil group were or groups plurals was Team Magma, Team Aqua.
They were retards, though.
I liked them.
Hey, we're going to create a perfect world by removing water. I mean, who needs water anyway? You do, to live.
Otherwise
So, you know.
you'll die.
Let's superheat the entire planet and evaporate all the water. Oh, hey, Gary. Anyway, as I was saying, let's superheat the planet so all the water gets evaporated. And so,
Yeah. And it's a
It's all
completely
gone.
good idea to try and control this massive dragon thing.
What's that? The overheating is causing people to die? No, this can't be happening.
Actually, I think because of the rating of the game, it wasn't people that were dying, it was Pokemon.
Oh, for the love of God.
People were immune to the lack of water.
Yeah. I remember in Emerald, there was half of the world was covered in water and the other half was being superheated.
Yeah.
And then you went and got Rayquaza and he was just sort of like, shut up, and then left.
Back down.
Have you seen the new legendaries for X and Y?
I have, they're actually pretty cool.
Eevee and I forgot what the other one is. But yeah, I noticed that, like, they're supposed to be the deer one. I'm actually liking that design because it's, well, not a dragon.
I miss the beasts they had, so yeah, it's Suicune and the other two.
Yeah.
and the other two.
Entei
And
Raikou.
yeah, I liked them. I thought they were, they were something different. They were always my favorite.
Yeah.
Partly because Gen 2 for me is like the best.
It is the best. I had an argument with somebody earlier this morning where they were saying that the games stopped being good after Gen 4. I was just like, no.
The remakes of Gen 2 were good.
Gen 4 were the worst. Gen 4 was horrible. It had this.
Diamond, Pearl, Platinum should never have happened.
I never played Platinum, so I can't really judge it. But I played Pearl, and it just made me angry. It's the only time I've ever had a Pokemon game legitimately make me angry.
Yeah, I had Diamond. It wasn't good.
And then, Black and White came out, and it had good character development, and, it had decent Pokemon design, and I liked it. They had animated sprites and everything, and it was...
Oh yeah, I liked that feature, to be honest.
The music was good. I love End's battle theme. Oh, I love it. Especially his
Yeah.
final one.
I tell you what, I'm waiting for the first, first person 3D Pokemon.
Yeah, the 3D one that they're making now. Where it's...
Where you actually walk around.
Yeah, I was looking at the environments, and they're very, Legend of Zelda-ish. Sort of like
Yeah.
when you're outside of dungeons, like, I forget what the mountain's called in Ocarina of Time that leads to the Fire Temple.
No, don't ask me. I'm not a
yeah.
Zelda expert.
Yeah, but yeah, there was this one screenshot that was released that reminded me a lot of that for some reason. But
Yeah.
Also,
I just think it'll be a good to thing as the only it'll be good, it'll be interesting, and it'll be a break from their traditional stuff, but I think it'll work. The only thing you have to
Yeah.
make sure that they do is the should be to scale. So you know how you have the
Yeah.
massive dragon Pokemon? They should be massive dragon Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. I know
And
what
when you
you
have
mean.
like Rattatas and stuff, they should be the size of a Rattata.
I think a Rattata, I've always thought of it in my head as being about the size of a Pikachu. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, I've heard about like, you know, shin high, I've always thought of.
Mm.
Just bigger than a normal mouse. And then you get to the Raticate, whatever the next one is. And it's
Yeah, it just becomes
about knee high.
Yeah, it's a massive feral thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I like
So
that
a lot of the newer games you can actually look at the Pokemon their in where all their stats and summary are. There's actually a thing where it shows them in their size in relation to
yeah, and there's like
people.
the height and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that in the what do you call it? The trailer for X and Y that was released, the announcement trailer, I should say. To be more specific, they actually showed I believe it was a Magikarp getting shot by, it looked like Solar Beam,
Yeah.
and I was just like, wow, that's insane.
That's a waste of a Soul Beam.
I could overkill, 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 overkill.
In my Pokemon Emerald commentary over on my channel, as just get to the bit outside Rustboro City a few episodes ago, where there's that nice fisherman gentleman with 4.
Yeah,
Why?
there was one guy that had 6 Magikarps that I fought, and they were all like level like 20s. I'm like, why haven't you evolved these?
See, the thing is, though, that there's, well, the one in Pokemon Emerald is there for a reason. He's there because if you're under-leveled for the gym, you can go and get some, like, basically free experience.
Yeah, pretty much. Because you have the trainer bonus as well. Also,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been noticing this, but this Alakazam is wrecking me.
That's just Alakazam. That's how he works.
Fucking psychic types and their overpowered bullshit. Oh, come on! Why not just finish off my fucking Kadabra?
That's true.
But yeah, fuck Gary motherfucking O.
10 years old. Just gets his own cheerleading sword, car. Everything. For those of you who don't know, I'm referencing the first series, the first episode, original series Pokemon on TV.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, he's back!
Yep. And he took the future side attack. Oh, come on!
You know how you could fix this?
How?
You gotta get yourself a Dragonite!
I'm trying, but it evolves at level 55.
8 levels, Harry.
8
Oh.
levels. For fuck's sake.
Hetra!
Yeah, might as well. Go, Hetra, if you can't do it, then I'm...
Fly. No, never mind. Oh yeah, fly. Hooray.
Oh. Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, wait, these are all special attacks. And I realized that Alakazam has a pretty decent... Obviously, it's going to have a high special defense. So I'm like, I'll use a physical attack. And I pretty much one-shotted it.
Smart.
Mm.
There's always two sides of Pokemon. The first side is, well, yeah, I'm just going to spam A and go my most powerful move. And the other side is always think about it and
Yeah.
actually use a bit of tactic.
Yeah, I'm more the think about it, use a bit of tactic. Also, going
Yeah,
back to
I
Viridian
must confess
yeah.
I'm more... It looks powerful. Let's use that.
Yeah. It's usually more or less my approach in the Elite Four is to just spam Blast Burn as much as I possibly can.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then there's this guy over here, and I think for a second, hey, maybe he has something good to teach me.
He teaches you, from memory, teaches you Dream Eater.
Yeah, he does. Too bad I already have, I can't remember the move that Haunted has. And I pressed the A button one too many times.
Yeah, I did that with Pokemon Center in one of my playthroughs.
Yeah.
And then I burped with a bike and couldn't get through a door.
No, know, but I just didn't want to run into any Pokemon while I'm on the way to the Victory Road, because it's actually possible.
Yeah.
Oh, and these statues in the original red, blue, and yellow, you could fish in them.
I know. I have actually heard of that.
Yeah, I was just telling the people who hadn't heard of it.
Do 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 do.
I love how you, and because we're using screen share, you can't actually hear any of the music, but
No, I'm assuming that
we've
was the wrong
memorised
music.
it. Obviously, we've memorized the Victory Road music.
Did I get the right music?
Yeah, it's the Victory Road
Oh.
music.
I completely guessed that. I remember it was on one of the victory roads.
And hopefully my mic didn't pick that up, but there was the obligatory person drag racing down my street for this episode.
I didn't hear it, so
Yeah. Well, hopefully the recording didn't pick it up.
through the grass.
I just
Oh.
usually hope to God that I don't encounter a Pokemon in there.
Volcano badge. Wrong way.
Yeah. And there's this one guy up here. No, that is the Earth Badge. And for some reason I thought there was items hidden in all of these rocks, but obviously not.
No.
Anyway, I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time for another,
Yeah.
another part of the Pokemon Leaf Green playthrough. And go check out Norpagus' channel.
Yep.
Alright,
For the very little is there.
alright. See you guys next time see you guys next time when we go through the Victory Road and get our shit kicked in.